Hey guys, Jamaican Jazz here with a quick Tarkov video just showing you 10 things that I've noticed in new patch 12.11. So the new patch just came out recently and there was a few hours delay, but eventually we got there, and the new menu background when you first load up the game for this wipe is I think a labs, maybe, like it's got like a little camera that follows your mouse around when you move around. It's got a cool background. I think it's a labs background. I'm not entirely sure. It might be just like the entrance to labs with a camera, like monitoring the PMC. But yeah, that's the new background for the Tarkov. And there's also what seems to be a cleaner PMC model for both the Bears and the USEX, and an extra face model for each of the two factions. New factory expansion is also out with the new boss, Tagilla, roaming around on factory with his little sledgehammer. He has got an armor class 6 armored rig and an armor class 5 welding mask helmet thing, which has a 70% reduction in flashbang duration. So that's going to be pretty handy for counteracting those, pesky little KS-23 star round runs who try and kill you on factory and other maps. Also, a lot of the ammo has been renamed, so a lot of the SKS ammo, 7.62 ammo, has been renamed from just PS ammo to PSGZH. Also with the BP, a bunch of other ammo like the 7N39 rounds have been renamed as well, and the 7N37 rounds for the SVD has been renamed as well to BS ammo. So there's little tiny changes there that you might take a little bit of time to get used to. Weapon durability has been implemented, and weapon malfunctions will be a thing now. So all the player scav weapons that you spawn with in raid, and all the weapons you find on AI scavs and player scavs will have reduced durability. It won't start at 100. As far as I can tell, weapons found in stashes and weapons chests still have maximum durability when you find them. So keep an eye out for that, as your gun will use up more durability depending on what ammo you have, and will have a chance of misfiring when you fire shots. The more rounds you have, and the lower the durability gets. I've also noticed a new streamer item, the General Sam Rat Cola. So I'm assuming there's another wave of new streamer items that haven't been found yet, but I have found 2 of these already, so I'm not sure how many new streamer items have been added into the game with this new patch. Also, I've seen some parts for the new weapons. I believe that the Mutant is in the game, and the Scar as well is in the game, because there have been images floating around of these parts showing up in the game in raids. Also, it seems like traders seem to be more responsive. There's a little bit less lag, so it seems to be a little bit more optimized between the trader stores of buying and selling. And also, a lot of food item values have been tweaked. So peas, for example, used to be 55 energy and 5 hydration. Now they're 35 energy and 5 hydration. So a lot of the numbers have been switched around, and I feel like hunger and dehydration is going to be factoring into more commonly factored into raids in the future, and especially in this wipe. Also, the flea market now requires a level 20 unlock. So instead of getting level 10, getting all the barter items and selling them on the flea for ridiculous prices, making a ridiculous amount of money, it seems like a lot of the player base is going to be forced to upgrade the hideout, purely because of stash space. The amount of time it takes to get to level 20 is a lot longer than the time it takes to level 10, obviously, and fewer people will have access to the flea market earlier, which means that you might have to use some of those barter materials that you find lying around during your raids to upgrade your hideout. Also, bushes now slow down the player when they're running and sprinting through them. You can't actually sprint through bushes anymore. If you sprint through them, your sprint animation will stop, and you'll get slowed down to a normal walking speed through bushes. And also, you cannot prone inside bushes anymore. You can only crouch in through bushes. If you want to walk through a bush, you have to walk through it normally, or you have to crouch walk through it, crab walk through it. You can't go prone and move around the bush. The moment you hit that bush while you're prone, while you're crawling prone, you can't actually move into it, which is an interesting change to stop, like, you know, the advantage, the crazy advantage that the bush Wookiees have in Tarkov. Also, when you're proning on a sloped surface, it's going to be difficult for your character to actually look around and move left to right. They can only like look up and down in the direction they're facing, and they'll start to slide down a little bit. And the only way you can actually move around or spin your character around while they're prone is on a flat level surface. You can't do it on a slope for some apparent reason. I think it's a little subtle change that they've added to the game. And last but not least, Scav Karma has been implemented. You'll see Fence Reputation if you go into your traders and look at Fence. You'll have the trader rep, you'll have one level, which is the starting level, and then we have a max level, which you need a reputation level of 6 or higher to be able to unlock that. And as far as I can tell, I haven't seen it, like I haven't unlocked it yet, but as far as I can tell, you should be able to buy items that players have dropped in raid from Fence that haven't been taken out of raids. So say a whole bunch of people die on reserve and there's a whole bunch of stuff on the floor that isn't insured, you should be able to buy stuff from Fence if you have a high enough Scav reputation level. As far as we can tell, Scav rep or Scav Karma rep goes up, your rep with Fence goes up if you kill PMCs as a Scav, and if you survive a raid, and the longer you survive a raid, more experience you get in a raid seems to affect the amount of points you get. Alright, so that's just the 10 things I've noticed in Tarkov since the update. Let me know in the comments below if you think I missed anything. So make sure you drop a like, hit the subscribe button. See you guys later.